Hey, music educators, how do you determine the worthiness of the topics that you address in your music program, in your music classes, in your music ensemble? In project-based learning and in our learner-centered and project-based learning class, one of the things that you often start with is a worthy topic. And we were having a conversation last night in our class at ASU about what are worthy topics for you in your music program, and then how do you make a case for why that topic is worthy. And this is not something that you need to be defensive about, but it is something where you do need to be reflective about it, and you need to think really intentionally about, okay, I'm making a case that this is something worthy, and then here's my rationale for that, because it helps you think through, A, is it as worthy as you thought it was, and B, it often spurs some of the kinds of things that you might want to address when you're addressing that. Well, that doesn't make sense. Some things that you're addressing while you're addressing. But it helps you think through things that might you address when you're sort of developing a project about that topic. But here's the other thing that I think people don't think about as much is when you are doing, at least in project-based learning, when you're looking at a curriculum, you say, this concept or skill is a worthy topic in my curriculum. Even though it's worthy, it might not be the best topic or starting point of a project when you're doing project-based learning. You might design the project so that students are engaging with that concept or skill, but the worthy topic that you are addressing in the project might be something far more broad. So for instance, it might be a worthy topic or concept or skill in your curriculum to address the idea of students understanding a steady pulse, steady beat, and being able to experience and embody a pulse or a steady beat. But you're not necessarily going to design a project about steady pulse or steady beat. In fact, you might design a project, like one of the topics we were talking about last night was the idea that you can have a voice through music and you can express your voice in your community through music. That might be the worthy topic to explore, but you design the project in a way where at some point or throughout, students are going to engage in a steady pulse or steady beat. And the way that you often do that is through designing your project and the parameters that you set up. But anyway, I'm curious about your thoughts about worthy topics in your program, how you think about them, and then if you do any project-based learning, how you choose the worthy topic of the project that you're engaged with. So let me know. Have a good one. Bye.